All right, March Madness is back. The men's and women's brackets for this year's NCAA basketball tournament were revealed last night. Top seeds on the men's side are Auburn, Duke, Florida, and Houston. Now, Auburn is the overall #1 seed, but some sports experts believe a team from the Atlantic Coast Conference like Duke could win it all.
Okay, so I've been looking at momentum going into this tournament, and that stands out to me. And I look at Duke. You consider they won the ACC tournament, and without two of their top players being there, one of those being the presumed #1 overall pick in this year's NBA draft. I'm talking about Cooper Flagg, but the fact that you are without two of your top players, you're still playing to this level, shows their depth.
In the women's bracket, the #1 seeds are UCLA, South Carolina, USC, and Texas. The Bruins are at the top for the first time in program history after they knocked off South Carolina, a team that held the top spot the past 3 years. Basketball fans in the South have a lot to be excited about, with the SEC sending a record 14 teams to the NCAA tournament. WKRG News 5's Christina J. Harris caught up with a few locals to get their March Madness predictions.
Yeah, pull it up for me, Sean.
Road Tide.
Hopefully Auburn.
I'm always pulling for North Carolina, and I'm pulling for Alabama.
I believe Auburn is going to take it all.
Hey, it's March Madness. Anything can happen.
It's that time of year again, March Madness. Basketball fans are starting to fill out those brackets. And here in Alabama, it's no surprise who the most common picks are.
I just grew up as a kid being a Duke Blue Devil fan, and being in Alabama, you have to choose Alabama or Auburn. I chose Auburn, so it's Auburn all the way.
Alabama and Troy State Trojans.
Wow.
Because I went to school at Troy, and I've always been an Alabama fan.
Well, I'm a logical picker. I really go for Alabama, but they have a pretty tougher route through the tournament. So eventually I believe that Auburn, if they take care of business, they can do it.
I'm rooting for Alabama, but I have Alabama beating Auburn in the national championship game.
And of course, not everyone has a team from the state of Alabama going all the way. Melissa Baker was the girls basketball coach at St. Paul's for 18 years and played in college. She thinks Florida will win it all.
Son's going to Alabama, so I cheer, but my husband's an Auburn fan, so we're kind of a mixed family, but I just think Florida's the best team, playing the best so far.
Now, if you're anything like me and have absolutely no idea how this whole March Madness thing works, my friend Vincent Walker did a great job of making it all make sense.
It used to be 64 teams, so now it's 68 teams with 4 play-in games, 2 16 seeds and 2 11 seeds to play in. After that, they move to the field of 64, and then you go, after those games, the winners will come the field of 32, and then after that, you get the names of the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, the Final 4, and then the championship game.
The first 4 matchups get underway Tuesday, with the first round starting Thursday, all leading up to the championship game in San Antonio April 7th. In Mobile, Christina J. Harris, WKRG News 5.
Auburn will meet either Alabama State or St. Francis on Thursday in Lexington. Alabama will play Robert Morris Friday in Cleveland, and it's Troy versus Kentucky on Friday in Milwaukee.